Hi, this is Sir CJ, and welcome to the 41st session. Yeah, 41st session of Physics 9. We're really having a roll over here. Dami na ng mga sessions natin. Alright, so for this session, we have the following parts. The first part is under Gather Information. It is a guided problem solving discussion on the mechanical equivalent of heat. So yung mga formulas na ginamit natin from the previous video lesson, those are what we are going to be using in this part of this session. Now, I hope that before we continue, napanood mo na sana yung video lesson na yun kasi we explained the components, the factors found in the formula doon. Okay? Napanood mo na? Alright, so hopefully, yeah, like you're done with session 40 before you actually proceeded to session number 41. Ayan. So, the second part naman of this session is under Gather Information. It is an independent problem-solving activity that is about the mechanical equivalent of heat. At yeah, ikaw lang ang gagawa nito. Bale, ako manonood, maghihintay lang sa'yo. Okay, pero ikaw, you will be basically using the formulas that you used in the guided problem solving activity or discussion, the same ones, and usually the same order. Okay, and you will be solving your own independent problem for this part of the session. And then the last part of this session is under gather information. It is activity number 75. It is titled Spiral Up. Now, this entire video lesson focuses on the following learning competencies which you see over here. These are our targets, our objectives, okay? So the first one is you should be capable of constructing a model to demonstrate that heat can do work. Dapat magawa mo yan by the end of all of these shenanigans. Okay, the second one naman is you should be capable of inferring that heat transfer can be used to do work, and that work involves the release of heat. And then the last part of this session naman is you should be capable of explaining why machines are never 100% efficient. This session, along with other sessions, are found on my 7E based self learning module in Science 9. Actually, all of my Physics 9 video lessons are based on a book that I wrote for my master's degree, which is yun nga, 7E based self learning module in Science 9. And then these parts naman of this session are found on specific pages, particularly yung pages 8 to 11 ng book number 23 of the fourth unit of the book, 7E based self-learning module in Science 9. Yes, and I said that already. Let's now dive into the actual first part of this session. Now, suppose that you were rubbing your palms together and, that was actually a form of work, not a job, but physically it's work. Suppose that you did around 4,500 joules of work against the friction in your hands. Now, let us say that your hands are around 1.5 kilograms and have a specific heat of 0.83 calories per gram Celsius degree. Now, how much heat did you make, and by how much did the temperature of your hands change? So the givens are the following. So you did this much work, your hands are around this heavy, and the specific heat is 0.83 calories per gram Celsius degree. And then we're looking for the amount of heat you made and the amount of temperature change that happened. All right. Again, ito yung mga nawawala. Okay? All right. Now, since you know already about the formulas that we will be using in solving these problems, can you please tell me Ano yung dapat na una nating formulang gagamitin for the solution for W? Okay, write it down. Is this the formula you have in mind? Okay, great if it is. Okay, now you have to substitute the given factors. So what you have here is the amount of work it's given, and then the specific is it the specific heat? Can we consider this the specific heat? No. Okay, the specific heat is this one. So what is this? Okay, it is the mechanical equivalent of heat. Very good. Now, H is unknown, so it's gonna be right there. All right. Now, carry out the operations, and you will see that with the substitution of the givens, you can actually first cancel out this component over here. So it gets cancelled out. Tapos yung magiging result nito is 1,075 calories. Remember that the amount of work done is also equal to the amount of heat that was given to the system. Okay, again, an amount of heat that was produced by the system was 1,075 calories, and that is also the amount of work done by the palm of the hands. I hope that was clear. All right. All right. Now, for to solve for the amount of change in the temperature in your palms, let's have the following formula. Okay, so H, which is already solved for, alam na natin yung value niyan. Yung mass, specific heat, they're also known. Now, what we don't know is yung delta T. Okay, so let's now substitute the given factors. So yung sinolve natin. So we know them. So we're just gonna be putting them here, and delta T is right there. Now, carry out the operations, and we have the following. So first, we are going to cancel out 1,245 calories Celsius degree from this side of the equation by dividing both sides by itself. Okay, and then what will be left with is 1,074 calories divided by 1,245 calories Celsius degree. And we both know that this is going to be cancelled out. Calories is going to be cancelled out, leaving us with only Celsius degree. And when you divide it, you're going to be getting 0.86 Celsius degree. That is going to be the amount of change in the temperature of your palms. All right. So, I hope that even though quick lang yun, no, medyo mabilis lang yung mga operations natin, and that I hope that you still got the process. Okay? Because in the next problem, you are going to be solving it all by yourself. So, instead of applying 4,500 joules of work, you applied 5,000 joules this time. Now, if you have the same givens from the previous problem, how much heat will you produce, and by how much will the temperature of your hands change? You may now begin solving for these missing factors. Are you done? Okay, so your answers should be as follows. So you will be able to produce, so that's not you should be capable of producing 1,194, actually 1,194, no, it's just 1,000, yeah, 1,194.46 joules of heat, akala ko, of heat. And then your palm's temperature will change by 0.96 Celsius degree or degrees Celsius. Alright, I hope that you got the answers correctly. Alright, now let's proceed with the last part of this session, which is activity number 75, Spiral Up. The objectives of this activity are as follows. You should be capable of explaining the transformation of energy from mechanical to thermal and vice versa. And then you should be capable of analyzing and constructing models of energy transformation that shows how thermal energy can actually do work. Now, the materials you'll be using for this activity are as follows. So you'll be needing paper and pencil, preferably for your activity sheets, candle, matchstick, ulit lang candle, string, a thin cardboard, and a 10-inch stick. All right. So I hope that you can collect these materials by now. Have you collected them? Okay, if you have, then let's proceed. Okay. So for the first step, you have to draw a circle on the cardboard and then draw a spiral that starts in the edge of the circle and ends at the center. Now you have to cut the spiral. So imagine a circle drawn, tapos at the middle, I mean at the edge, you're just gonna be drawing a line until it ends sa may bandang gitna, tapos you're just gonna be cutting along that line. It's gonna be a spiral. And then, you tie the spiral through its center with a piece of string, and then the string can be as long as 1 foot actually. Tie the spiral to the 10-inch string. Okay, so how should it look like? It should look like this. Not string actually, the 10-inch stick. Okay. Okay, so it should look like this. So this is a 10-inch stick. This is a string holding up the spiral one end. And then the candle must be situated over here. So this is combustible. Make sure na hindi sila nagtatouch. Okay, yung nasa gitna ng siya yung nasa gitna rin ito. So, kumbaga nakatutok ito dun sa pinakadulo niya na string and it's high enough. Okay? It's high enough. Okay. You should now be starting with your observations. Alright. Now, if you're ready, grab your piece of paper and your pen. Let us answer the following guide questions. For the first guide question, what happened to the paper turbine? Pause this video if you need more time. Alright. For the second question, what kind of energy change happened? Mechanical to thermal or thermal to mechanical? Defend your answer. Pause this video if you need more time. Okay, are you through? Alright, let's now proceed to checking your work. For the first question, the answer is the paper turbine rotated. So, dapat nag-rotate siya ha kung tama yung spiral mo. For the second question, the answer should be thermal to mechanical energy. So, that's the thermal energy coming from the flame of the candle got transformed into mechanical energy by the paper turbine. Alright. So, did you get this correctly? Okay, I hope so. Now, that ends the last part of this session. Remember that in this session, you were capable of using those two formulas from the previous video lesson into our guided sample problem solving activity. And then you solved your own problem after that. And then you were also capable of witnessing how thermal energy gets converted into mechanical energy through activity number 75, spiral up. So all of these parts of this session are under gather information. Okay. Now remember that in this session and in this book, we're still focusing on these learning competencies. The first one is that you should be capable of constructing a model to demonstrate that heat can do work. And so far, you constructed one model that kind of like does that. Heat or thermal energy converted into mechanical energy. Now, the second learning competency naman is focusing on inferring that heat transfer can be used to do work and that work involves the release of heat. And then the last learning competency is that you should be capable of explaining why machines are never 100% efficient. All of these parts of this session are found on pages number 8 to 11 of the 7E-based Self-Learning Modules Unit 4, book number 23. This is Sir CJ and I hope that you have been having a great day so far. I hope that you also learned so much in that fun activity we had a while ago. Have a good day.